Hey, what's up guys, welcome to a brand new video here on my channel. Today we're hopping into my new series, which is all about breaking down weapons in Call of Duty and figuring out which one is really the best one, because I feel like just by looking at the stats in the game, we cannot really determine which weapon is the best, because there are so much more coming into play. For example, the attachments, the perks we're using and whatnot. So that's why I want to do a couple of experiments to figure out which weapon really is the best when we equip it with attachments and fiddle around with it and experiment around with it, and that's what this series is about. So we're gonna analyze in each series one weapon to its core, and then in the next one we're gonna analyze the next one, of course, but at the end we will have kind of a bunch of stats and figures and numbers so that we can compare them all together and really determine which weapon is for which situation really the best one. And that's basically my goal. I want to take you guys on this journey with me, but one thing I want to mention before we hop into kind of the analysis of the first gun is that if you enjoy those videos and if you think they're helpful, then please rate them and comment, and also subscribe if you haven't done so far, because that's helping me in return, of course, getting also recognized in the YouTube algorithm and all that kind of stuff. So I really appreciate your support for all the effort I'm putting into this series. And well, basically that's gonna do it. Let's jump into the first analysis with the AKS-74U. And just by looking at the stats, like I said before, we cannot determine much, but we can say that the damage is quite high. That's certainly its strength, and also the mobility is also quite high, and on the other hand the range is pretty weak. So that's why we're also gonna go on our own shooting range, where we're gonna have a couple of test dummies soon running into it. But before you will see them, I just want to discuss that as we just discovered, the range is pretty bad, and the range in Call of Duty determines how much damage you will do at a certain distance. So for example, from the range we can kind of assume that the AKS-74U does extremely high damage in the close range, but the further the opponent is away from our weapon or from us, the less damage it'll do, and we will look deeper into that one as well. But first of all, let me introduce you to our test dummies who are willingly presenting themselves as targets. So in the first run we're gonna have now body shots. Sorry, I just saw that while editing. We are first trying out headshots. Headshots, that's the word. And we will see how many body shots it actually takes to take out the dummies on the different distances. And if you just look a little bit closer, we're having here a green car right in front of us. This is for us the close range. We're having as well a red car in the medium range, and then far in the back where the last test dummy is standing, we're having another green car which kind of symbolizes the long range. So we're finally starting with the shooting, and first of all we're focusing on giving headshots to see how many bullets we need to take somebody down with the AKS-74U. And well, BTK is standing for bullets to kill, in case you were wondering as well. I just made that up on the go, but well, it's just standing for how many bullets you need to kill somebody. So in the end, actually the results are confirming what we expected, that for example we need one bullet more for the long range and for the medium range, but for the close range we just need 4 bullets to take somebody out. Although I was quite surprised that it was actually not that much more significant, as the range of the AKS-74U is really the worst almost in the game, and it just requires you to have one more extra bullet to take somebody down, which is quite surprising. But let's compare that now to the body shots. So if we're checking out the results, we can clearly see that in the close and medium distance we needed the exact same amount of bullets to take somebody down. Just in the long range there was a difference of 1 bullet we needed extra to take somebody down. Now for me personally, I don't know about you, but for me it doesn't really sound like that's a big game changer or is a big penalty, considering that we're having almost the worst range. And on top of that, we're not giving headshots. We just need 1 more bullet for everything we're doing, which is, well, quite surprising at the end of the day. But of course we don't know how the other weapons perform in that case, so it'll be interesting to see that as well. And also another thing which really makes me wonder about if that 1 bullet is really that much is that the AKS-74U is emptying its default mag within 3.17 within 3.17 seconds, which means it shoots more than 11 bullets per second, and then just one bullet more for body shots doesn't really sound that much more significant. And then I did another test, which was to equip the long barrel. And just pay attention, because we're not shooting now on the body, but we're shooting on the head. So with the stock equipped, I was shooting at the head. The stock is increasing the range of the weapon. And surprisingly enough, again, we just needed the exact same amount of bullets than we needed without the stock when we were shooting at the head. So this also just proves that the stock might not be really like important, and range does not play a big role in Call of Duty Mobile. But of course we also have to check that out when we're investigating the other weapons, so I just leave it there. We have to wait for another episode to really like make a conclusion about that. But as we're talking right now about attachments, there is of course also the quick draw. And guess what? We needed the same amount of time to scope in when we were sprinting with the quick draw and without the quick draw. So it seems like there's also just a very millisecond difference between them, which is not really significant for your average gameplay if you just want to have fun and rock and roll. I believe such things might be important when you're really like playing on a pro level. But there is no major difference there, so for the average player it's good enough to just leave the quick draw out and go for more important things like the vertical grip. So the vertical grip, if we're just checking it out, is helping already a lot. So on the left side you can see the recoil without it, and on the right side you can see the recoil with the vertical grip equipped. And you can see already a major difference. So we can see that this is a very important attachment to carry around, and it will also make a major difference for you. So for now I believe we have touched almost on everything, so let's mix together a nice loadout for the AK after our after we concluded now our research, and see what we come up with. Alright, so basically this is the loadout which I came up with and with which we're gonna play right now after the analysis. So first of all we're having here the red dot scope. Of course you can go for the holographic one. It's, I believe, in the end of the day personal preference, but I think you have a much clearer view with the red dot scope, which is why I'm using it. Then we're also having here the foregrip. We saw it obviously in the analysis that it's super useful. Then the laser sight, we haven't analyzed that one, but it's just squishing your scope a little bit, your crosshair a little bit together, which might be useful in very close combats. I only use it if I have nothing better really to use. And then last but not least, the full metal jackets, which I'm also using when I'm not having anything better. Because we can just shoot through objects, which is also super nice. And the rest, well, we've analyzed most of the stuff and figured that it's not that useful, so that's why I'm going with it. Pairing it up as well with the lightweight, just to be a little bit more quicker, which I think is really useful. Toughness is always like, it's almost default but in my loadouts. And last but not least, the dead silence, which is also always there. And well, that's the loadout. Let's hop into a match, into domination, and see how things are gonna work out. We just gotta wait a little bit until we find a match, of course. We're here still. Yeah, well, we found one. Okay. they interrupted here my sentence. We're playing on takeoff. All right. Might be a little bit difficult since, or actually, yeah, we can make our way to close combat matches or medium ranged fights. Let's see. At least we're having we're having quite a bot opponent team. Should be pretty nice. Let's deactivate what they are saying. And a really nice thing is knowing that actually we only need 5 bullets to take somebody down. So actually with the amount of bullets we have, if we're precise, we can do a lot of work, which is super nice. Alright, let's get started. Jump through this. Okay, no, not this time. Dude.
Reloading! Cover me!
Got him.
Capturing B.
Ooh, there are 2 people below. Okay.
Target down! Standing by. Repeat. UAV recon standing by. Enemy down! We've taken the lead.
Alright, I got him as well.
Online. Reloading.
Ah, damn it, I totally forgot again to reload. It's still the same old issue as before. Okay, somebody dumping. Did I miss him? No.
Missile awaiting orders. Friendly care package inbound.
Having the Predator, alright.
Friendly hunter killer drone deployed. Sentry gun ready for deployment.
Just taking 5 bullets. Alright, let's see what we can do with it. Come on, let me place it. Sentry gun deployed.
Predator missile inbound.
Also using here the Predator.
Keep on them. We're winning this one.
Short process here with our opponent.
Hunter killer drone deployed.
That's nice.
Enemy down! Changing mag! Cover me!
Okay, got him, got him. So firing in bursts is actually quite useful sometimes. Oh, there's. Oh, that's my sentry gun. Oof.
Losing Bravo.
And this guy is getting me, of course, here. Sometimes I feel like they are also having like those super lucky shots sometimes.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
Yo! Ah, okay, that's why. I was super surprised. I was spraying bullets there and none of them hit.
Objectives.
Was super surprised. Alright.
Enemy
Let's
taking
keep it
Charlie.
going. Let's keep it
Capturing A.
running.
Enemy has C.
They're taking Charlie. We're gonna take them off guard.
We've taken the lead.
Alright.
Reloading!
Go a little bit
Hostile hunter killer drone inbound.
too careless fighting against them.
It's up to the enemy.
But they didn't care about it at all. Alright, they're over there.
Ready for deployment. UAV online.
UAV coming in.
We're capturing Bravo.
And we can actually we're rocking still with the AK. Ooh, this is getting super close.
Heads up. UAV spotted.
And this guy is a bot, definitely. Oof, alright, alright. We were just straight in their base. Pretty good work. Using Bravo, that's not a problem. Let's take them out. We're also having the sentry gun ready. Easy, easy. Let's place it right there, right in their face.
Headshot! Reloading! Cover me!
Objective almost complete. Keep it up.
And they're probably spawning right there.
Counter UAV up.
Oof, we almost had him as well. Alright, alright. Feels like a little bit of struggle still with the high sensitivity here.
UAV online.
I'm having, but the weapon is absolutely amazing. Alright.
Deployed. Lost A.
Let's see what we can do right here.
We're capturing Alpha.
We're losing C.
Enemy down!
Oh. Let's get this guy as well. Alright, over there, another one. And that's it for this match. Overall, I think the weapon was pretty good. Sometimes the weapon, like, the recoil was a little bit too tough. Maybe I gotta get used to it a little bit more, but overall, well, we're gonna see, of course, also in the next episode how things are gonna work out here. That's basically gonna do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said at the start, if you enjoyed this episode and if you think it's helpful that I should continue that stuff with the tutorial and analyzing everything, then definitely make sure to drop some feedback in the comments. Also give it a like, subscribe if you haven't done so far, and then we will find ourselves very quickly in the next episode of, how shall we call this? I also need a name for this series, breaking it down or whatever. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, and well, we'll see each other next time. Have a great day. Wait, let's see the results before I'm saying it. 27-3. Okay, peace out.